Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about Chiron in Virgo in a natal horoscope. As most of you know, Chiron is associated with the wounded healer. It's an area or sector in life where we can often help others greatly, but we have difficulty helping ourselves in that area. We may have received I guess you could say there's figurative wounds, not literally of course, but figurative ones that we may have to deal with in connection with that placement during the course of our lives. Now, somebody with Chiron in Virgo may be a person that has difficulty in maybe analysis at times, perhaps self-analysis even, or recognizing their defaults or their shortcomings, may be very quick to pick this up in others and point out these things, not necessarily always in a derogatory or negative way, but just in a factual way. This person may have the ability to show areas in life of others where they have certain imperfections and where they might have flaws and might need to change it. They might not always look at the details connected with themselves in their lives, but they can see that in others. Virgo is a sign that is punctilious with details, and perhaps due to the fact they won't look at themselves and might miss quote-unquote some of the details in themselves in their own lives. Obviously this may affect them. They need to really, they could see the fine print in others, but they might, at least on a subconscious level, may avoid looking at these themselves. By doing so, it can be to their detriment, because when you look at yourself and you see the details, even if it's bad, you know what to correct and rectify, but even the good ones, sometimes you may not accentuate those enough that you really should. This could be a person that might have difficulty with doing things in a systematic and organized method. Their methods may be somewhat discombobulated at times, but they can point out in others how to get on some kind of be organized, be neatly, be meticulous with details, maybe even in dressing, be meticulous. But they might have difficulty in doing so themselves in this manner. Now, naturally, the house placement is going to be critical in terms of Chiron in Virgo or Chiron in any sign, as the average transit for Chiron, or the average duration for that for this, I guess we could call it a planetoid or asteroid maybe, is really, the duration is about 4 to 5 years on average. So it's very similar to like a generational planet in terms of the effect of Chiron by sign on a person. Now let's say if Chiron is in Virgo, and let's say we put it in the 4th house of home and family, this could be somebody that might be very good at telling others maybe to get things in their home organized, or maybe just their relationships quote unquote organized with the family, get that quote unquote in order. Could be someone that might tell people what they need to do or what they think as far as home renovations or home repair, restoration, but they might overlook some of the failings that they have in their own home life, or some flaws or defaults as far as that goes. Let's take Chiron in Virgo. Let's put it in the 10th house, and say if it's in the 10th house, this could be someone that is able to maybe help others get their career matters quote unquote organized, get themselves telling people how they need to go about I guess getting working as far as their livelihood goes, and maybe things pertaining to their career in a certain order. Now, while they might be good at telling others this, now this could be the person that might have difficulty in doing this for themselves. So it's basically like when you look at Chiron, it's a placement where we could help alleviate the wounds for other people in that sector of life based on the sign and house placement of Chiron. But we do have difficulties in perhaps doing this for ourselves. So and that's really it's just important to remember that with Chiron, it's not a hopeless situation. Knowing this is half the battle. The area where we have difficulty helping ourselves, having fundamental knowledge of this does help, and we can work on rectifying these things as long as we maybe have the knowledge and we apply this knowledge and being able to do so as far as helping ourselves in the ways in which we strongly accentuate or emphasize as far as helping others. Well, anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for Chiron in Virgo in the natal horoscope. Stay tuned next time where I'll be talking about Chiron in Libra in the natal chart. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone. Because a person, astrologically, is the sum of all their components in their natal chart, and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.